Some of the scariest moments in life happen when you least expect them. A simple job, a normal day, a familiar place, can suddenly become the setting of your worst nightmare. These are 3 true horror stories that will haunt you long after they're over. Jake was a part-time food delivery driver working late to make some extra cash. That night, his last delivery was to a house far outside town. He almost canceled when he saw how isolated it was, but he needed the money. As he drove up the long, winding driveway, something felt wrong. The house was completely dark, no porch light, no sign of life. He knocked on the door, no answer, but just as he turned to leave, his phone vibrated, a message from the customer, "Come inside, the door is open." Against his better judgment, Jake stepped inside. The air was stale, the house smelled of rotting wood, but as he called out, something moved in the shadows. And then, he heard the breathing. Jake turned to run, but the door slammed shut. His phone buzzed again. "You shouldn't have come in." He sprinted toward the back door, but as he reached for the handle, ice-cold fingers wrapped around his wrist. He woke up in his car hours later, parked on the same empty road. His delivery app was still running, the food bag was untouched, but the house? It wasn't there anymore. David was walking home late at night when he noticed a phone lying on the sidewalk. It was still on, the screen cracked, a missed call notification blinking. He picked it up, and a text message popped up. "Thank you for finding my phone. Turn around." His heart skipped a beat. Slowly, he turned, but the street was empty, just dim streetlights flickering overhead. Thinking it was a prank, he took the phone home, but as he placed it on the table, it buzzed again. "I see you." Chills ran down his spine. He covered the phone with a towel, but minutes later, his own phone buzzed. A new photo of him sitting at his table, taken from inside his apartment. David grabbed the lost phone and threw it outside, but as he slammed the door shut, a new message appeared on his window, written in the foggy glass. "You can't get rid of me." Sarah and Mark had just moved into their new home when they noticed something strange, a door in the floor of their pantry, nailed shut. Curious, they pried it open. A cold gust of air rushed out. Below was a dark staircase, leading somewhere underground. With a flashlight, Mark stepped down. The deeper he went, the colder it became, but when he reached the bottom, he saw something horrifying. Chains, bloodstains, and in the corner, an old mattress with a fresh indentation. Then Sarah screamed. The trapdoor had slammed shut behind him. Someone, or something, had locked him in. They never found out who had lived down there, but at night, they still hear knocking from beneath the floorboards. Some doors should never be opened. Some things should never be found. The question is, what would you do?